Imagine putting in years of effort, sacrifice, and hard work to build your ideal home, then seeing it reduced to ashes in a matter of hours. Everything you've built and everything you've worked for vanished in an instant, and that's exactly what happened to. This video delves deeply into the tragic tale of Kirk and Rasheeda Frost, whose multi-million-dollar mansion was destroyed by the wildfires that have ravaged the state of Louisiana, threatening the lives of thousands of people. You will be taken through the startling events that transformed Kirk and Rasheeda's dream home into a nightmare, from the time they received the evacuation alert to the catastrophe that followed. Watch to learn how they barely made it out with, how their lives were ruined, how they lost everything they had fought so hard for, and how this catastrophe has left them with more than just shattered dreams instead of property. This house was more than simply a house. It was the realization of Kirk and Rasheeda's ambitions and a symbol of all they had fought for over their dream home, which was worth millions of dollars, was tucked away in a neighborhood that was known for its luxury and was in one of the most prestigious and sought-after areas of Los Angeles. The location alone spoke volumes about their success, with stunning city views all around. It was more than simply a house. It was a representation of their journey, their diligence, and their tenacity. This masterpiece was the result of years of planning and construction by Kirk and Rasheeda, who worked tirelessly to create a space that was meticulously considered in every aspect of the house, from the architecture to the interior design. That represented their personal style, values, and future goals. It was their haven, a place where they could unwind and finally savor the results of years of hardship and sacrifice. The interior of the house was truly remarkable, with each piece of art adorning the walls. The expensive furniture, which you would expect to see in a luxury showroom, was thoughtfully picked to give the house a unique touch. From the spacious kitchen to the top-of-the-line appliances, every area was sleek, contemporary, and elegant, making it more than just a place to live, but a place to flourish. It was a dream come true, a representation of everything Kirk and Rasheeda had worked for on that tragic day when the fire swept throughout Los Angeles, with spa-like bathrooms and every detail carefully prepared to bring comfort and elegance. The terrifying notification was sent to Kirk and Rasheeda that nobody ever wants to hear that wildfires that had been spreading quickly throughout the area were now dangerously close to their neighborhood. The authorities were warning everyone to leave right away because the fire was spreading quickly and might soon engulf the entire area. At that point, everything changed. Imagine the anxiety and fear that swept over them when they realized that their home, their sanctuary, was now directly in the path of the flames. The house they had worked so hard to build, the place where they had imagined their lives, was suddenly in danger of being destroyed by the fire. The decision to leave was not one that was made lightly. Simply about gathering their possessions and leaving everything they had worked so hard to build over the years. The fear of losing everything and the uncertainty of what lay ahead were so great that they had no choice but to leave everything they had worked so hard for in danger. Should act as quickly as the flames. They were in a race against time as the smoke became thicker and the flames got closer. Kirk and Rasheeda frantically tried to take what they could and flee because the situation was so urgent that they had no time to consider what they were leaving behind. Had to concentrate only on reaching safety. The fire was unrelenting, consuming everything in its path, and they were unsure if their house would still be intact when they got back. At that point, their only concern was surviving, and they barely made it. Left on time, what they didn't know was that their dream house would soon be reduced to nothing but ashes. When the smoke finally cleared and the fire subsided, Kirk and Rasheeda were faced with the unimaginable. The house that had once stood as a testament to their hard work, their dreams, and their future was no more. The mansion they had poured their heart and soul into was reduced to nothing but ashes. The walls that had held their hopes and memories, the rooms where they had spent countless hours building their lives together, everything was gone. The dream home they had spent years working towards. The place they had envisioned growing old was now a charred ruin, but the devastation wasn't just physical. This wasn't just a financial loss. It was an emotional blow of unimaginable proportions. For Kirk and Rasheeda, This home represented more than just bricks and mortar. It was a representation of their journey, their hardships, and their victories. It was where they had commemorated milestones, made memories, and looked forward to a bright future. All of that was lost in an instant, and the grief they experienced was not only intense but also heavy. Just for the house itself, but for the life they had built within it, their dreams, their hopes, and the future they had imagined. All of it was lost to the flames. The loss was deeply personal. It wasn't just about the physical structure or the material possessions that were destroyed. Kirk and Rasheeda lost precious memories, family photos, heirlooms, and keepsakes that could never be replaced. The personal items that held sentimental value, the things that connected them to their past, were gone. The comfort of their sanctuary, the place where they felt safe and at peace, was now just a memory. The emotional toll of losing all. That was something they could never fully prepare for, and the road to healing would be long and difficult in the aftermath of the devastation. Kirk and Rasheeda turned to social media to share their heartbreak with their followers. They posted heartfelt messages expressing their immense gratitude for. They flowed with their lives, but the anguish of losing their ideal home was palpable in every word they spoke. They acknowledged the intense feelings that accompanied seeing the place they had fought so hard to build, the place that contained so many memories, disappear in an instant. The support they received from there. As Kirk and Rasheeda looked back on their journey, it became evident that this wasn't just about a house. It was about years of hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance. While fans and followers provided some solace, it wasn't enough to ease the profound sense of loss they were experiencing. It was more than just a building, it was a dream come true, and seeing it reduced to rubble was a devastating blow. It felt like their dreams had been dashed in an instant, and for a while, it seemed impossible to move on. They had to bear the emotional burden of that loss every day. The fire may have destroyed their home, but it didn't destroy Kirk and Rasheeda's spirit, and they remained resolute in their resolve to rebuild and rise from the ashes of their previous life and to pursue their dreams in spite of the overwhelming destruction. What was lost and to come back even stronger, their journey is far from over, and while the road ahead will be difficult, they're committed to finding a way to turn this tragedy into a new beginning. Kirk and Rasheeda's story is a painful reminder of how quickly life can change. One moment they were on. From the greatest of highs to the lowest of lows, they experienced a terrible loss that would have crushed anyone's spirit. They left the world, living in the house they had dreamed of for years and enjoying the results of their labor, only to have everything they had worked for turn to ashes in an instant. Their resilience shines through despite the overwhelming heartbreak. They've shown the world what true strength looks like. Their ability to find hope in the midst of tragedy is truly inspiring. This story isn't just about a house or material possessions. It's about the dreams, memories, and moments tied to that home. It's about how quickly everything can be taken away and how we find the strength to keep going when we feel like we've lost it all. Kirk and Rasheeda's journey is a testament to the power of resilience, and their determination to rebuild and continue facing their dreams shows that no matter what life throws at you, there's always a way to rise above it. Now we want to hear from you. What do you think about Kirk and Rasheeda's heartbreaking loss? How would you react if you were in their shoes, facing the devastation of losing everything you've worked for? Let us know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective and share in the conversation with you. And before you go, don't forget to like this video if you found it impactful, and make sure to subscribe to stay updated on more stories like this. We continue to bring you the latest updates on Kirk, Rasheeda, and many other inspiring stories of strength, perseverance, and resilience. Stay tuned for more, and thank you for being part of this journey with us.